Hello, explorers, and welcome to Global Discovery Hub. Today, we're journeying to Australia's cultural capital, Melbourne, a dynamic city renowned worldwide for its exceptional coffee culture and thriving art scene. Nestled along the banks of the Yarra River, Melbourne combines European charm with distinctly Australian character, creating an urban experience unlike any other. Join us as we explore this vibrant metropolis where creativity flourishes in every laneway, where baristas are celebrated like artists, and where cultural expression is woven into the very fabric of daily life. A brief history. Melbourne was founded in 1835 when settlers from Tasmania arrived on the shores of Port Phillip Bay. Named after the British Prime Minister William Lamb, 2nd Viscount Melbourne, the settlement grew rapidly, particularly after the discovery of gold in Victoria in the 1850s, triggered a massive gold rush that transformed Melbourne into one of the world's wealthiest cities. This newfound prosperity funded the construction of grand Victorian buildings, many of which still grace Melbourne's streets today. The late 19th century saw Melbourne become Australia's financial centre, and, from 1901 to 1927, the nation's capital until Canberra took on that role. While Sydney often receives more international attention, Melbourne has cultivated its distinctive identity through cultural investment, urban design, and a commitment to preserving its heritage while embracing innovation. This approach has helped Melbourne repeatedly earn recognition as one of the world's most livable cities. The coffee capital. Melbourne's love affair with coffee runs deep. While Australia's coffee culture is excellent nationwide, Melbourne elevates it to an art form. The city's coffee obsession traces back to the post-World War II era, when Italian and Greek immigrants introduced espresso machines and European café traditions to the city. What makes Melbourne's coffee scene special isn't just the quality of the brew, though it's consistently exceptional, but the culture surrounding it. Coffee here is a serious craft, with baristas undergoing rigorous training and cafés constantly innovating. Melbourne baristas have pioneered or popularized coffee styles that have spread globally, including the flat white and magic, a double ristretto with steamed milk. The city's café culture extends beyond beverages. Melbourne cafés are social institutions where locals gather, work, and connect. Café interiors range from minimalist industrial spaces to cozy hideaways, often showcasing local design talent and art. Many incorporate sustainable practices, from composting coffee grounds to supporting ethical bean sourcing. Exploring neighborhoods like Fitzroy, Carlton, or Collingwood reveals countless independent cafés, each with its own personality. Don't expect to find many international coffee chains here. Melburnians generally prefer supporting local establishments that prioritize quality and craftsmanship over corporate consistency. Art in public spaces. Melbourne's relationship with art extends well beyond traditional galleries into public spaces throughout the city. Perhaps most famously, its laneways and alleys have been transformed from utilitarian service corridors into vibrant outdoor galleries showcasing some of the world's best street art. Hosier Lane, with its ever-changing display of murals, stencils, and paste-ups, has become a major tourist attraction. AC/DC Lane, named after the Australian rock band, combines street art with Melbourne's music heritage. De Grave's Street and Centre Place offer narrow European-style laneways filled with cafes and boutiques where art adorns every available surface. This embracing of street art reflects Melbourne's democratic approach to creativity. Art isn't confined to formal institutions, but is accessible throughout the urban landscape. The City Council's support for legal street art zones has allowed talented artists to develop their craft while contributing to Melbourne's distinctive visual identity. Beyond street art, Melbourne showcases public sculptures, installations, and architectural interventions throughout the city. From the whimsical cow-up-a-tree sculpture in Docklands to the solemn 3 businessmen who brought their own lunch on the corner of Burke and Swanston Streets, art surprises and engages residents and visitors at every turn. Museums and galleries. Melbourne hosts world-class institutions for those seeking more formal artistic experiences. The National Gallery of Victoria, NGV, Australia's oldest and most visited art museum, operates 2 locations: NGV International on St Kilda Road, housing global collections spanning thousands of years, and the Ian Potter Centre, NGV Australia at Federation Square, dedicated to Australian art. The Australian Centre for Contemporary Art, ACCA, presents cutting-edge exhibitions in its distinctive rust-colored building in the South Bank Arts Precinct. The Australian Centre for the Moving Image, ACMI, explores film, television, and digital culture through innovative exhibitions and screenings. Beyond these major institutions, Melbourne supports a thriving ecosystem of independent and artist-run spaces. The Nicholas Building houses dozens of artist studios and small galleries, while neighborhoods like Fitzroy and Brunswick feature commercial galleries showcasing emerging talent. Melbourne's unique neighborhoods. Melbourne is a city of villages, each with its own distinct character. Fitzroy combines bohemian heritage with gentrified cool. Brunswick Street, its main artery, features vintage shops, independent bookstores, and countless cafés. The Rose Street Artists Market showcases local makers every weekend. Carlton, Melbourne's Little Italy, centers around Lygon Street with its traditional Italian restaurants, alongside more contemporary dining options. It's also home to the beautiful Carlton Gardens and the Royal Exhibition Building, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. St Kilda offers beachside charm just a short tram ride from downtown. Its famous Luna Park amusement park, with its iconic laughing face entrance, has delighted visitors since 1912. On summer evenings, the St Kilda Pier is the perfect place to watch little penguins return to their colony. South Yarra and Prahran blend upscale shopping on Chapel Street with the vibrant South Melbourne market and diverse dining options. Footscray showcases Melbourne's multicultural fabric with Vietnamese, Ethiopian, and other international communities contributing to a vibrant food scene and cultural diversity. Melbourne's famous laneways. Melbourne's laneways deserve special attention as they epitomize the city's character. These narrow passages between main streets were originally service alleys for horse-drawn deliveries, but have evolved into some of the city's most cherished spaces. Beyond their artistic significance, the laneways house hidden bars, specialized boutiques, and exceptional dining venues. The joy of Melbourne is often in discovery, turning down an unmarked alley to find a world-class cocktail bar, a tiny gallery, or a café serving exceptional coffee. Some notable laneways include Hardware Lane, lined with outdoor dining and street performers; Myers Place, home to some of Melbourne's pioneering small bars; Tattersall's Lane in Chinatown, featuring Asian eateries; and Hidden Bars, Manchester Lane, known for its live music venues. This laneway culture represents Melbourne's approach to urban space, human-scaled, creative, and full of surprises. Food scene. Melbourne's culinary landscape reflects its multicultural population and creative spirit. The city embraces food trends while maintaining connections to diverse culinary traditions brought by waves of immigration. The city's markets play a crucial role in food culture. Queen Victoria Market, operating since 1878, remains a bustling hub where locals shop for fresh produce, specialty items, and ready-to-eat delicacies. South Melbourne Market and Prahran Market similarly combine fresh food with specialty shops and dining options. Melbourne's restaurant scene spans from high-end establishments like Attica, regularly listed among the world's best restaurants, to countless accessible neighborhood gems. The influence of Greek, Italian, Vietnamese, Chinese, and Lebanese communities is evident throughout the city, while newer arrivals continue to diversify the offerings. Food festivals occur throughout the year, including the Melbourne Food and Wine Festival, which attracts international culinary talent and celebrates local producers. Melbourne's architecture. Melbourne's architectural landscape reflects both its gold rush prosperity and its forward-looking mindset. Victorian-era buildings stand alongside cutting-edge contemporary designs, creating a visual conversation between past and present. The city's Victorian architecture includes landmarks like Flinders Street Station, with its distinctive yellow facade and dome, and the Royal Exhibition Building, built for the 1880 Melbourne International Exhibition. The Block Arcade and Royal Arcade showcase elegant Victorian shopping galleries with detailed tilework and glass ceilings. Contemporary architectural highlights include Federation Square, a deconstructivist complex housing cultural institutions and public spaces, the geometric Melbourne Recital Centre, and the undulating facade of RMIT University's Design Hub. Sports culture. While our focus is on coffee and art, no discussion of Melbourne would be complete without acknowledging its passionate sports culture. The city hosts the Australian Open tennis tournament, the Formula One Australian Grand Prix, and the Melbourne Cup horse race, the race that stops a nation. Australian rules football, AFL, was invented in Melbourne in the 1850s, and the MCG, Melbourne Cricket Ground, is considered the spiritual home of both cricket and Australian football. Sports are deeply woven into Melbourne's identity and social fabric. Music and performance. Melbourne's creative energy extends to its vibrant music scene. The city has produced internationally successful acts across genres and supports live music venues ranging from intimate bars to major concert halls. The Melbourne International Jazz Festival, Melbourne Music Week, and numerous other events celebrate music throughout the year. The city's theatre district around Collins Street hosts everything from major international productions to experimental works, while the Arts Centre Melbourne provides a home for the performing arts. Experiencing Melbourne. The best way to experience Melbourne is to embrace its café culture and artistic spirit. Start your day with exceptional coffee at a local café, then wander the laneways, discovering street art. Explore neighborhoods beyond the city centre, each with its own character and highlights. Melbourne's climate can be notoriously changeable. Locals joke that you can experience 4 seasons in one day, so dressing in layers is advisable. The city is easily navigable via its extensive tram network, the largest urban tram system in the world. The free City Circle tram provides a convenient way for visitors to reach major attractions in the central business district. While Melbourne shines year-round, its calendar includes highlight events like the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, Melbourne International Film Festival, Melbourne Writers' Festival, and Melbourne Fashion Week, each showcasing the city's creative communities. Melbourne's identity as Australia's capital of coffee and art reflects deeper values: appreciation for craftsmanship, support for creative expression, and celebration of cultural diversity. The city rewards curious travelers who venture beyond tourist checklists to discover hidden laneways, neighborhood cafes, and local galleries. What makes Melbourne special isn't just its attractions, but its lifestyle. The way creativity permeates everyday experiences, from morning coffee rituals to engaging with art throughout the urban landscape. Melbourne offers a distinctly Australian take on cosmopolitan living, combining European influences with multicultural energy and innovative spirit. Whether you're sipping perfectly crafted coffee while watching the world pass by, discovering street art in hidden laneways, or exploring world-class galleries, Melbourne invites you to slow down and appreciate life's artistic dimensions. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Melbourne, Australia's city of coffee and art. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Global Discovery Hub for more captivating travel content from around the world. Until our next adventure, happy travels!